One morning, while shaking a dusting cloth by the window, she caught the eye of a young man passing by. Mistaking her gesture for a friendly wave, he smiled and waved back. The next day, she waited at the same window, cloth in hand, and waved shyly as he walked past. On the third day, rain poured down. He arrived later than usual, but by then, she had already been called away for her duties. The fourth day, they missed each other again. Just as she began to think their brief connection had faded, the doorbell rang on the fifth day. There he stood, holding a small bouquet of flowers. "I'm Ernest," he said. "You've waved that cloth at me quite a few times now, Mary."
Name's Ernest.
Oh, I'm Ethel.
That's a nice name. Well, Ethel, how about coming to the pictures with me?
He invited Ethel to see a newly released film after her work ended. And just like that, a love story began with a bouquet. In the dim glow of the cinema, as the actors on screen shared a kiss, Ernest's arm gently found its way around Ethel's shoulder. Life in London was not glamorous for them. Ernest delivered milk and lived in the tenements. Ethel worked as a lady's maid. They were poor, but Ernest never complained. When she longed to dance, he couldn't afford the ballrooms, so he took her to a local church hall instead. As their affection deepened, Ethel introduced him to her parents. Not long after, they became engaged, and Ethel left her position as a maid.
I'm gonna be married.
So am I!
Unwilling to bring his bride into the slums, Ernest took out a loan, a mortgage that would span 30 years, and bought them a small house of their own. The new home was bare and echoing, with no furniture to fill the space. But to them, those empty rooms were not empty at all. They were brimming with possibility.
Bit different to home, eh, darling? Lots of rooms for two people.
Perhaps there'll be more than two one day.
They married surrounded by family and friends. In the beginning, their curtains were mismatched pieces of fabric, their bed, just a mattress on the floor. But Ethel tended their home with devotion, and Ernest, though only a milkman, had skillful hands. He repaired and improved their little house, listened when Ethel pointed out something impractical, and always found a way to make it better. Slowly, piece by piece, he brought home good second-hand furnishings, each bought cheap, but chosen with care.
Come and try it out, darling.
Certainly not, Ernest. It's broad daylight.
One evening, Ethel asked if he ever wanted to move up in his work. Ernest shook his head. "I'd rather be a simple milkman than stuck in an office all day." Ethel smiled and replied, "Well, I could have married a deep-sea diver, you know."
Well, why didn't you?
Because I didn't love him.
2 years into their marriage, Ethel, nearing 37, grew anxious that she had not yet conceived. When Ernest saw her tears, he understood her sorrow. Hoping to lift her spirits, he surprised her with a beautiful dressing table. And Ethel, in turn, surprised him with news of her own. She was finally with child.
We're going to... Yippee!
I can't believe it!
Oh,